Let's continue what I ended with in the previous episode. To explain that stereotype that we always see in movies, that claims the possibility of resurrecting the dead, but can refrigerants really make people immortal? Follow me to find out the truth.
Did you know that the holder of the book is more dangerous than the holder of the arms?
Although famous personalities such as Paris Hilton, Peter Thiel, Steve Aoki, and Robert Miller, many other people are looking to cryopreservation as it is a controversial topic among the scientific community. The people who defend the science of cryosurgery consider this technique a way to overcome death, but on the other hand, there are scientists who claim that the science of freezing is nothing but a pseudoscience, giving people false hope in the name of technology. Dennis Kowalski, president of the Cryogonics Institute in Michigan, thinks freezing technology may sound like science fiction, but it is ultimately an optimistic technique. He says, "You have nothing to lose, everything you'll earn other than some life insurance money, and to me it's worth it." Kowalski himself, his wife, and children also enrolled in posthumous cryopreservation. The different views of researchers and cryopreservation experts in relation to cryopreservation can be understood by studying a case in the United Kingdom. In November 2016, a 14-year-old British girl, referred to as JS, died of a rare form of cancer. Before she died, she left a will that said her last wish was to keep her body cryopreserved so that she could be resurrected in the future, and in the commandment, "I do not want to be buried underground, I want to live longer. And I think in the future they might find a cure for my cancer and wake me up. I want to have this opportunity, this is my wish." JS's mother wanted to fulfill her daughter's last wish, but her estranged father opposed her. In the end, not only did JS's last wish lead to a legal dispute between her parents, it has also divided the UK scientific community regarding the speculative nature of cryology. In response to the case, cryobiologist Ramon Risco told Britain's Guardian newspaper that while cryosections is currently an incredible concept just as test tube children is or space travel, it should not be considered impossible. He believes that within 5 to 10 years experts will likely have made enough progress to revive the small mammal after maintaining liquid nitrogen. "It is very dangerous to say that anything is impossible in science or technology in the 21st century, he said. "If you are looking for the truth, why are you setting up barriers?" Risco also argued that many scientists oppose cryology, because supporting this idea could jeopardize their careers. There is a huge stigma around conversations about freezing among scientists, he said. For scholars who wish to discuss it with an open mind, it tends to greatly harm their careers. In fact, it can get them expelled from their scientific community. But there is no scientific evidence that fully agrees or explains the possibility of new life in the future through freezing technology. When it comes to legal issues, U.S. law does not treat cryopreservation and organ donation as two different things. According to the Uniform Donation Act, the practices of companies like cryonics are similar to scientific experiments, where people willingly donate their bodies and organs. This also means that organizations such as Alcor and the Cryonics Institute cannot be held liable if they are unable to revive future clients after they have undergone cryopreservation. Instead of burial or cremation after death, thousands of people from around the world participated in cryopreservation. However, this is not the only surprising fact about cooling. In 1967, the American psychologist Dr. James Bedford underwent a cryopreservation operation shortly after his death. He was the first person in the world who decided to do so. His frozen body is still at the Alcor Institution in Arizona. Anyone can cryopreserve their entire body in Alcor for $200,000. Or just the head for only $80,000. Surprisingly, the Cryonics Institute only charges $28,000 for cryopreservation. The body of American baseball player Ted Williams was also cryopreserved at Alcor. As the idea of cryoscience was very popular among celebrities, for example, DJ Steve Aoki has not only participated in the cryonics program, but also in the Alcor program. The number of corpses stored in Alcor increased by an average of 8% annually. The oldest stored body is of a 101-year-old woman. The youngest is only 2 years old. CryoRus, a freezing company in Russia, also allows its customers to keep their pets refrigerated. Enough so, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and give us admiration. See you soon.